What do you think about our government's overspending and the debt that they've accumulated?
In general, I'm weary of increasing spending, I would say.
I think we should spend within our means.
Personally, I think it's one of the biggest issues.
Previously under Trudeau's government, there was a lot of overspending that was occurring in a lot of unnecessary areas.
It was doubled, so yeah, that to me is bad.
Because then we're having problems where we're borrowing money. I think we should focus more on oil and stuff versus maybe spending a little bit less on maybe some social stuff that we were already really good in.
Like the drug use facilities, for example, I think those are really beneficial. And a lot of the programs on education on LGBTQ communities, I think that's really important. I think overall some things I think are non-negotiable, like the first ones that I mentioned.
Over the past 10 years, the Liberal government has increased our national debt by twofold. Where do you fall on the issue? Should we cut back spending as much as we can so that we spend within our means, or should the government introduce more taxes just so we can keep these social programs?
Taxes feel quite high. In general, I am, wary of increasing taxes, and I would probably prefer to see some cuts as far as spending into some programs.
Living below our means, basically, yeah, that would be the better option rather than increasing taxes and stuff.
They tax us too much here.
If we need to increase taxes to support programs like drug use facilities and education on different communities, I think that is fine.
I think taxation, it reduces productivity and it'll incline people to leave. And I think what Canada needs to do, if anything, would be to actually lower taxes to get more businesses to stay here.
So yes, I do think that overtaxation is bad for the economy.
Although it's a little bit political, I think something like DOGE is needed, because I think if people do look into government spending and actually reduction rather than adding more parts to the government, I think that's the greatest place to start.
What do you think could happen if the debt gets way out of hand?
Your dollar just goes into nothing. You won't be able to afford a lot of things. That's a very worrying thing, and I think that we have a chance as one of the leading countries to stop it before it gets too bad.